Hi folks, Chris Fowler here, Dos Equis' new pour-by-pour commentator. Hey, a job's a job. Now, onto the pour. Look at it run. The ice-cold, refreshing cerveza rushes toward the 10 fluid ounce line. There's no stopping this crisp and delicious cerveza now. It's at the 11, 11.5, 11.6. Will it reach 12? There it is, 12 fluid ounces. Unbelievable. I'm crying. I'm actually crying right now. Dos Equis, a most interesting beer.
When I did commit to Texas when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school, that was the defining moment of like, okay, this place is gonna be your new family, so make sure that this place feels like home. I never thought I would ever transfer.
We are a team sport, but you are working individually. So you have to lean on each other and sacrifice for each other, and having that bond makes it so much easier to want to sacrifice yourself for your teammates.
I mean, softball's a game of failure, and knowing that, it makes the game a little bit easier to handle. But trusting that your teammate behind you, in front of you, is gonna pick you up when you do fail is probably the greatest feeling.
We just go through school together, hardships together, softball together. We're just always together as a family.
You have to have that trust with each other, and specifically in the outfield, like trusting that person when they say it's mine or ball, 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 like you have to trust that they're gonna get that ball and that they're gonna take care of you.
Tarah, Hilton.
And that's what's also great about having Tarah like to the left of me in right field, is that I kind of know like how she is.
Well, I met Tuesday, I think, in 6th grade basketball, I believe, was the first time we met and we were on a team together.
And we were called Slam. And like I said, we weren't very good.
We went to high school all together. She actually moved to California and Dubai and all over the world, and then came back into high school.
We did play softball together. That's where we kind of reconnected.
And sophomore year on, we had class together. We were inseparable.
Me and Tarah are an interesting pair of friends.
We do joke a lot that we're best friends because we are polar opposites.
She loves country music.
She loves rap music.
She likes to watch movies all day.
She's very out there, outgoing, always wants to have a good time. I'm very introverted, quiet, like let's chill out type of person.
We always question why we're friends, but I think it's mostly because Tarah's just so easygoing. With Tarah, she's just like kind of my constant.
I don't think we intended to really be best friends, but as we grew up, we realized we always worked together, and she was just always someone I could lean on, and I've always been there for her, and we've just grown into lifelong best friends, I think. When she was at Texas, we're kind of those best friends that didn't have to talk every day. We would probably go 4 or 5 months without talking to each other. Christmas break would come around, and we'd hang out like nothing, like no time had been apart.
When COVID hit, I was devastated because it was my senior year there, and I just didn't get the ending that I kind of wanted, and so I left kind of unfulfilled. So when that situation was going on and we were in quarantine, I was thinking about kind of what were my next steps.
She called me one day and was like, hey, I have a crazy idea. I was like, all right, let's hear it. And she was like, I think I can take my 5th year at North Texas.
I was like, well, if I go somewhere, like, why not go somewhere that's close to home? Like, hey, are you guys looking for transfers at all? And she was like, actually, like, I'm pretty sure we are because all of our seniors are leaving.
And I just immediately hung up, called Coach DeLong, and I was like, hey, she's a stud. Like, we just lost some really good outfielders. She's a stud, she has the experience. I think you should take a look at her.
He was happy to have me on the team, and with that, he even told me there, he's like, I think you would fill in be a good leader.
I think maybe like 2 weeks later, she was like, hey, I'm in the school, I'm coming. And I was like, cool, I need a roommate, want to live together? And it happened probably within like 2-3 weeks, I would say.
I was really excited to get to play with her again. Definitely something that I never thought was going to happen. I don't think either of us ever thought was going to happen again.
The recruiting process, you're kind of on your own when you transfer. It's not like when you're coming out of high school.
We actually rely on each other for big decisions, like to help figure out like what should we do next, because my parents didn't go through this. They didn't know how it was to transfer in softball, and they couldn't relate. They were just there for support. And so having Tarah understand like what all the changes that she went through and how great it is here at UNT definitely helped me and reassure me in that process.
We finished our high school career together, never thinking we'd be on the same field again, and we're on the same field now in the same positions, kind of looking back at high school, and we always say we're gonna have our senior night together, which is unreal, never thought it would happen, and it's just a huge moment for me that I get to share this year with someone that's been such a contributing factor to my success.
Playing my last season of softball is definitely going to be one for the books, and kind of already has. But even playing it and ending it with Tarah is going to be, I probably don't want to see myself on my senior day or on our senior day. It's definitely going to be something fun and a moment that I will cherish.
I know we're going to be lifelong friends. We always joke about she doesn't want to be in a wedding, but we're going to be in each other's weddings and she'll get over it.
Because she definitely feels like the sister that honestly I've always wanted. With Tarah, I can always count on her.
No matter when, what, why, how, like I know she's going to be there. If I'm ever in a tough situation, I can call her, she'll be there. And I know it's not just her, that her family's there for me, my family's there for her. It's just a big bond that we have that I know is going to be lifelong.
Hi folks, Chris Fowler here, Dos Equis' new pour-by-pour commentator. Hey, a job's a job. Now, onto the pour. Look at it run. The ice-cold, refreshing cerveza rushes toward the 10 fluid ounce line. There's no stopping this crisp and delicious cerveza now. It's at the 11, 11.5, 11.6. Will it reach 12? There it is, 12 fluid ounces. Unbelievable. I'm crying. I'm actually crying right now. Dos Equis, a most interesting beer.